We will find him. He cannot have gone far. Surely he did not go too much farther. Poor woman. She and Archie have suffered such a loss. I used to wonder about when I was his age. No idea what I was getting myself into. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Since you seem very close, my mother and I were wondering, what does Professor Fig teach?
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do. If this is Mr. Oaks' campsite, we are in for trouble.
This is when I settle in and get comfortable.
What was I saying? Oh, now, where were we? Ah, yes. So, as I was saying, I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely. Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you. It is a beautiful view, but I feel uneasy. Something is different this year. When I first arrived, people kept telling me that a large squid lived in the lake. I thought they were joking. Archie went this way. It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. But that does not mean that she likes it. Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes, although he would worry as my mother does. No, vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. Exactly. As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right. I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that. He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you. And then he was gone. And it was all my fault. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. She misses him. As do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. Exactly. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. Harlow will be next. If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle. We are making progress, and we will succeed. I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie. My father was a wonderful man. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly. We can get out of this, but be prepared for anything. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie. He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Zerona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you. Go lightly. Be as a shadow. I understand. Hush now. This may be a good time for Revelio again. He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. I saw a boiler door on our way down. Perhaps we should take a closer look there. We should take a closer look at that tree. I think it's the one from that map you found in the well. My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon. We need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there.
Protego! Protego!
Protego! You fought well. You are a good duelist. Oh, it's done then. That was a worthy challenge. I have seen better fight from Streelers. I will trample you where you stand. You should prove no challenge. You should not have crossed me. Who do you think you are, terrorizing people in this way? You will get what is coming to you. You are all gone to Azkaban for a very long time. I think we are well past interesting at this point. Oh no, is someone stuck in that well? And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. Mrs. Bickle said that her son's hideout is south of the hamlet, in the forest. Aloha, Mora. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. I knew I could rely on you. We simply need to know whatever they know. I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there. We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Of course. Well done. I believe it is dead. I have never followed floating candles into the Forbidden Forest, but I have spent a bit of time here. Keep your wits about you. There. It is done. I think I am getting used to this wand. I am not one to trifle with. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeyduke's.
Your first broom. It should serve its purpose for now.
It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. We will need something more. I am in the lead. So frustrating. Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village. Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience. Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. I do not know. We should look around. Adelaide mentioned her Uncle Roland's camp may lie near Brockborough, past the river. They are everywhere. Be careful. Be wary. This could turn into a fight. Should we attack? They should be in Azkaban. Let's see what these awful Rookwood wizards are hiding.
Oh, these Rookwood wizards are such a thorn in my hoof.
I do not like you using spells like that. Such curses are forbidden. That is the last of the spider sacks.
This Grimbold Waif sounds like a helpful fellow, but a hero of the rebellion.
Levioso! I suppose we know what happened to Mary Portman now. I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby. Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle. Meet me near the ruins of Falbarton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone. You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow. I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home. We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan. Please meet me as soon as possible. I received an interesting owl from Joanna Bickle about Harlow. My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there. Would you please meet with me in the Great Hall? I have come upon a difficult time, and I need a friend.
Lumos!
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 Another spider squashed. If Mr. Oakes was here, there is no sign of him now. We were just talking about you. Enough about me. I would much prefer to talk about you instead. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could. She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. Look! From the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. You are not making this easy for me, are you? Ouch! Well played. I will get you back for that. Oh, that was an execution.
Arresto momentum!
Arresto momentum.
Arresto momentum! Arresto momentum!
Well done. The forest is full of surprises. A part of me had hoped it would be more cheerful on the inside. Bombarda, I knew you could ride a hippogriff, but I did not expect to see you on a grapon. Is that a grapon? A grapon? They have the strangest of friends.
People are starting to find out about Rookwood being sent to Azkaban. Good.
Keep at it! We have to wear him down! I could not have imagined Ranrock and his loyalists could drill under Hogwarts.
Goblins attacking Hogwarts? And my mother thought Scotland would be safe.
Poor Mr. Moon, a demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. I wonder if those are meant to mark something. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home. Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade? If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you? You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. What on earth? Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you. What does that mean? I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you? In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. It is. And I will have more questions. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise. All the more reason they must be stopped. I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. When were you at Gringotts? A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. Do not think I will start going easy on you now. I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
It is a shame that Anne Sallow's family took her out of school.
This is our chance. Go! Do you know that hippogriff? Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed?
That should help. There. That should do it.
Here we go. Be sharp. Watch this. Let us see this.
I'm glad those hippogriffs are finally safe.
Poor Adelaide. She's very worried. I will gladly help to search for Mr. Oakes. Perhaps a bit gentler. I like your pajamas. Hallow's reign ends today. That's the forbidden forest on the left. It's off limits to students. As the name implies, the professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I sense he is close. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. Look out! I was not expecting to find a troll here. Although I should not be surprised. I know this castle. I can't believe it's been taken over by loyalists. Be careful. I would not want them to find us. I am thinking about what they could have here. I do not like this. It is good to see you, my friend. Good riddance! We shall have to keep a lookout for more of these. I wonder how many there are. I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle. Be on your guard. That's the last of them. That should help. Does that feel better? Did they see us? Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks. The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood? Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you. I hope that's the last spider. There we go. Yes! That is how it's done. Phew. Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me? Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll. Only they could befriend a hippogriff. Hippogriffs are such majestic creatures. Thanks to you, I understand the joy of flying on one. You certainly have a knack for that. Look out! Watch out! How could you not want to be out here on a day like this? You should see all of this at night. The stars are breathtaking. Amit can tell you all about them. Ox is an experienced trader. He marked that map for a reason. I do not like the look of them. Danger has found us. Something approaches. Hello, looking for me? Oh, hello. Good to see you. Oh, hello, my friend. What was that? I like it. Do more of it. Look what you have done. Do you need some help? Should I be breaking things too? How utterly ridiculous. Stop it. Is there a reason you are breaking things? Feel better? Your arrogance will be your downfall, Hallow. Mark my words. Such a small man. I have been looking forward to this moment, Mr. Hallow. Do you really believe that you are somehow in control here? Thank you. I believe we will get them. Beginning with Hallow. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. With Hallow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences. You have done plenty. In fact, many of my good days are good because of you. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't. There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Hallow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me, and I cannot help but feel guilty over that. The bad days, however. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matebeleland. And that will benefit many for years to come. Thank you. I believe we will get him. Be on your guard. Ancient runes. If anyone actually used them, we would not be calling them ancient.
This seems dangerous. They do not seem friendly. We should stay hidden from them, yes? I remember reading that the statue of Sir Afpadul waves at students when they stand in front of it.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Hallow once and for all. We shall see each other about. I am sure. I can only assume your knack for herbology rivals the skill you demonstrated in Cham's class. Psst, over here. Quietly. Venite. Oh, nothing. It is frustrating that we do not study apparition until our 6th year. We could get past this gate instantly. This charm is stronger than I had thought. They do not want anyone getting in. They will not keep us out. We will get this gate open. Somehow. I am very impressed. That took quick thinking. Hello, Professor. Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. We should be on our way. You know, the sooner we get to the village, the more time we can spend there. We should move along. Shall we continue on? Hogsmeade awaits. Shall we? I am ready to leave whenever you are. We should look around. Why are you doing this? Are you having a bad day? Oh, you startled me. What was that for? I assume you have a good reason for breaking that. Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. And with you. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic. Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. Oh yes, its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one. Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. I remember the first time I saw it. The mist was so thick, I could hardly make out anything at all. Until next time. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country. I appreciate your confidence. A tie game! It turns out we were evenly matched, but it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home. No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair. Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs? Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. How exciting. There was no need to worry. I had it all under control. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Everything was so new and unfamiliar. I still miss my homeland. But it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon. I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. I am certainly glad Sirona was there. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry. A ladder. That's what we need.
Wagadu's history is, well, a bit different than that of Hogwarts, to say the least.
No! I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. That is not bad. Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. I do not think we were very quiet. If it were not for your heavy hooves. They have seen us. Hurry! That should keep them down. What a spell! That was Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation. There you are. Did you find what you needed? I hope you are prepared to lose this match. I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little. Hold on! I am coming to help you!
Be still and let me heal you. Bitter root! Eat it!
We must discover which way he went. Revelio will show us his path. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go. If he thinks we are aware of his plans, he may call off the ambush. We should behave as he expects us to. Brilliant. Precisely. I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape. I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
Expelliarmus!
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 I often spot lacewing flies in this area. They are interesting to look at. But if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making. Oh, wait, over here. Reminds me of a small river in Matibeleland. The sound of the stream is so soothing. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you. Indeed she will. But so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. Ruins of castles like this are scattered all about the highlands. Did you know that Hogwarts is charmed to look like a crumbling ruin to any muggles who may pass by? We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one. I have been meaning to speak with you. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Mr. Moon is such a character. I wonder what he was ranting about.
Descendo! Descendo! Descendo!
Descendo! I think so. We shall see who shows up. I know, Sebastian, I know. Wolves! Prepare for a fight. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Not too loud, Archie.
I could not imagine that Imelda is too pleased at being bestie.
A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again. Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend. You can do this! Well done. I will be right up. Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. Try lighting that furnace. It must be connected to the boiler door. I am ready to follow the map if you are. Are you ready to put an end to Harlow? Well, if you thought the mandrake was thrilling, wait until you meet the venomous tentacula. I agree. A spell-casting competition using Accio is much more enjoyable than handling a screaming plant. Anyway, I meant what I said. From what I have seen, you have a knack for all sorts of magic. Hello, my friend. You handled that mandrake well. It seems charms are not your only forte. In my experience, herbology has its uses, but alchemy is much more exciting and practical. It was a popular subject at Ouagadougou. I know who I would want by my side in a crisis, whether it involves battling dark wizards or confronting a ferocious vegetable. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas, but that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors. Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Battling trolls is hard work. Well done. Nicely done. Quite impressive. Brilliant. Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. She never listens to me. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Ouagadougou. But Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts. That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me. Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Harlow, not hide from him. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, but it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment, and I love being able to view the world from a different perspective. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it. It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. Look! He's faltering! We need to make sure he stays that way! Will you unlock this? Curious. A lock. I will let you unlock this. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do. It is. And I will have more questions. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student? I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet. When were you at Grimgotts? I'm glad to hear it. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, and we can help to take them down for good. What does that mean? I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. What on earth? As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade? And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they? Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The ministry will come in later.
There is not much left to do here. I suppose we should catch up with Professor Beans.
I know, Mother.
You need bitter root. You don't look well.
That furnace could be promising. I am ready. I will stand with you. I hope you are ready for them. They know we are here. It is as I feared. They have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes. Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here. Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet? I saw movement higher up in the keep. We should find our way there. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received. We have got some spectators. The trials are popular. Who does not love to speed by on a broom? You are an excellent flyer. Excellent broom. Well done. Watch your back. Nice one. I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not? I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort. Hello, Homora. There you are. Clear. Here we go. If someone had meddled in Matabilaland, Father would still be with us. I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother. That could have been anything. You wanted to speak with me, Mother? Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. But Mother!
I'm very grateful that you saved Isco and I. That was quite frightening.
His journal left behind. This cannot be good. Professor Fig died a hero. Nothing more honorable than that.
Please accept my condolences. I know how hard it is to lose someone close to you.
Why would trolls attack Hogsmeade? What were they after? Ashwinders, we were right. This must be Aranshir. We had better keep an eye out for spiders. They got what they deserved.
The Bickles family owes us a debt. Saving her son.
Very well, but please hurry. We do not want to get caught. I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It is a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let us do what we came to do. Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The ministry will come in later. See if you can find a way into the gatehouse. Hopefully the gate controls are there and you can use them to open it. Good. Let us continue. Did you find a way into the gatehouse? Well then, get the gate open. We do not have much time. Yes. I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. Mr. Hill would like to speak with you. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful. Do not do that. I do not like it when you use dark magic. Why would you use that spell? You should not use dark magic. You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own. Thank you, Mr. Isco. Keep trying. Ah, you almost had it. Oh dear. Do not be discouraged. We'll need to be careful once we get... That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Harlow and the letter inside. Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and... Of course, you will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. A ladder. Not sure I want to know where this leads. I will see what he wants. I did what I had to, and I would do it again. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt. I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt. A battle here at Hogwarts. Everything we have done to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. You, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. What? No! Do not blame yourself for this. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right. Safer, yes. But now we must deal with Victor Rookwood. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am that we were finally able to defeat Harlow. I suppose I will need to be released from the hospital wing first. I don't know, but what other choice did I have? You were in danger. Knowing that he is locked in a cell in Azkaban makes all that we have been through worthwhile. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. Thank you, but we make a formidable team. Of course not. There was nothing that you... The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well, I've had better days. But Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? Taking down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. He made a choice based on instinct. My father. Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. This is amazing! A dark and mysterious manor. We should find out what happened there. Shall we investigate? Don't let Augustus Hill see you in that. He'll think you have been shopping elsewhere. Is everything all right, sir? Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year? What did Mr. Moon? Boiler doors usually need to be lit to operate. This one is probably no exception. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
I would be careful of ominous Gund if I were you. I think he is interested in dark magic. Salo is in detention again.
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him. Keep an eye out. Harlow is likely around here somewhere. Are you ready to finish Harlow? Reminds me not to challenge you to a duel. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Though I suppose you would not really call it elective, when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me. Should we be bold or discreet? There is more than one way to enter.
Now, that is a broom.
That is a fine broom you have. Seems our feet have not been cursed. That is a good sign, I suppose. We need to move. Now! That is putting it kindly. Quickly, inside. What? Talking to Victor Rookwood? I thought I had that. Oh, dear me. Concentrate, Natsai. Oh, no. Some days are more difficult than others. You are here. Good. Must be nice to have a mentor like Professor Fig. Professor Fig is a bit of an enigma. An enchanted well and a tree full of treasure. I told you it was good to get out of the castle now and then. Woo! Yeah! Woo! 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 I shall wait here for you. Did something catch your eye? Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks? Wonderful. Just down this way then. What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. I thought we would have found Archie by now. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.